Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. We've got some breaking news that's shaking up the NFL landscape, especially within the NFC West. It's a move that could define the Seahawks' trajectory for the next few seasons, and it involves some of the biggest players in the league right now. We're talking about a blockbuster trade that's been rumored for some time, but now it looks like it's about to become a reality. The Kansas City Chiefs, sitting at 5-1 and looking strong, are reportedly making a bold move that could send shockwaves through the league. And the key piece here, Trent McDuffie, one of the most promising young cornerbacks in the NFL today. The Chiefs, with a secondary that's been a bit thin this season, allowing an average of just 7.5 yards per pass, are preparing to send McDuffie to Seattle in exchange for a conditional first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. And this move, if it goes through, could be a game-changer for the Seahawks, transforming their secondary into a veritable fortress and solidifying their status as serious contenders in the NFC. So what's behind this move? Well, the Chiefs, despite their impressive 5-1 record, are facing some cap space constraints, especially after recent extensions like the one for Trent McDuffie, who inked a deal worth around $45 million. They've been focusing heavily on extending their offensive line and defensive edge rushers to keep their Super Bowl window open. But in doing so, they've had to make some tough choices with their roster. McDuffie, at only 25 years old, has proven to be a lockdown corner, a true shutdown artist on the outside. He's got elite agility, quickness, and coverage skills that make him a nightmare for opposing receivers. Last season, he racked up 38 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 9 pass breakups, earning a PFF coverage grade of 90. His EPA per target is a staggering 55, meaning he's not just good. He's among the best in the league at limiting completions and making plays. His ability to limit yards after the catch and lock down top receivers makes him a perfect fit for a team like the Seahawks, who are looking to elevate their secondary to an elite status. And it's not just about what McDuffie can do now. It's about what he can do in the future. The Seahawks, who have been building a strong roster with a solid core of safeties and linebackers, see McDuffie as the missing piece to turn their secondary into a real nightmare for opposing offenses. If you look at his career so far, he's already accumulated 12 interceptions and 50 pass breakups, with an average PFF grade of around 89. His coverage efficiency places him in the top 5 among cornerbacks in man coverage, with an impressive 80% efficiency rate. He's also excellent in press coverage, often limiting receivers to just a couple of yards of separation, similar to what Sauce Gardner has been doing in New York. So his addition to the Seahawks' backfield would be like adding a shutdown artist who can negate some of the best receivers in the league, especially in crucial matchups down the stretch and into the playoffs. But of course, these kinds of moves come with their questions. Some NFL analysts are a bit skeptical, pointing out that the Chiefs' secondary has been a little leaky since the trade rumors started, allowing about 10 yards per pass more than before. That's a significant increase, especially for a team that's usually known for its defensive prowess. But the Chiefs are playing a long game here, banking on the fact that with McDuffie's youth, talent, and potential, they can still keep their Super Bowl aspirations alive while managing their cap and draft assets for future needs, especially at wide receiver and other key positions. Now, for the Seahawks, this trade is massive. McDuffie isn't just another cornerback. He's a cornerstone piece that can anchor their outside coverage. With his projected impact, the Seahawks are looking at a potential increase of about 25% in pass defense efficiency, raising their pass breakup rate and overall coverage grade. His stats are already impressive, adding around 6 projected interceptions to their total. And if he joins Seattle, it could reduce points allowed per game from 21 to approximately 16. That kind of improvement is huge, especially considering the Seahawks' recent struggles against top-tier offenses. Plus, it significantly boosts their chances of making a deep playoff run, given how much a shutdown corner can influence those high-stakes games. And speaking of playoff implications, this move could elevate the Seahawks' Super Bowl odds dramatically. Currently, their chances are around 1/800 to 1, but with McDuffie in the fold, those odds could improve to around 700 to 1, according to some betting models. Why? Because having a lockdown corner like him would allow Seattle to shut down even the top receivers and limit big plays, something that's often the difference in tight playoff games. His ability to blank out the opposing team's best weapons, particularly in high-pressure situations, makes him a player who can tilt the odds in Seattle's favor. It's a move that would send a message to the rest of the league. The Seahawks are serious about contending, and they're willing to make bold moves to do so. This trade also signals a shift in the Seahawks' overall strategy. They've been building quietly, adding young talent and depth, but now they're making a statement that they're ready to compete at the highest level. The addition of McDuffie, along with their existing roster, could turn their secondary into a true strength, especially against NFC rivals like the 49ers, who have some of the best receivers in the league. It's about turning their defense into a pillar of strength that can carry them deep into the postseason. Imagine a Seahawks defense that can lock down wideouts like Deebo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk, forcing teams to rely more on their quarterbacks and run game, giving Seattle the edge they need to push for a Super Bowl appearance. And let's not forget the broader context. The NFL is a league where secondary play often makes the difference in championship runs. Teams that can shut down the passing game, control the clock, and force turnovers tend to go far. The Seahawks, with a move like this, are stacking the deck in their favor. They're betting big on McDuffie's potential, on his elite coverage skills, and on his ability to elevate their entire defense. Plus, this kind of move sets a tone for the upcoming draft and free agency, showing that Seattle is serious about closing the gap and competing for a title. It's a strategic gamble that, if successful, could see the Seahawks back in the Super Bowl conversation sooner rather than later. Now, let's talk about what this means for the division. The NFC West has been a tough, competitive division for years, with the 49ers, Rams, and now the Cardinals all vying for supremacy. But if the Seahawks can shore up their secondary with a player of McDuffie's caliber, they could become the division's best defense, one that could stifle even the most potent offenses. And that's crucial, because in today's NFL, defense still wins championships. A secondary that can neutralize top receivers and force turnovers provides the foundation for a championship team. Seattle's front office clearly understands this, and this move could be the catalyst for a new era of Seahawks dominance, especially if their offensive line continues to develop and stay healthy. Looking ahead, the Seahawks' upcoming schedule could present some challenges, but with a fortified secondary, they're better equipped to handle the best offenses the league has to offer. Their young safeties and linebackers will benefit immensely from having a shutdown corner like McDuffie on the outside, giving them more confidence to attack the ball carrier and challenge passes at the line of scrimmage. The potential for a more aggressive, opportunistic defense is real. And when combined with their offensive core, led by Geno Smith and their talented group of receivers, the Seahawks could become a balanced team capable of winning games in multiple ways. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think McDuffie is the missing piece that can push your team over the top? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in that iconic Seahawks navy and lime green? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much, and I love hearing your perspectives on how this could shape the future of your beloved Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and deep dives into all things Seahawks, so stay tuned for the latest news, rumors, and analysis. We're in this together, and your passion fuels this community. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Seahawks.